Hi guys, my name is Ken Yazinski and this is
Janelle Yazinski.
Today we're going to talk about chaos in the home, particularly our home.
Yes, because there is chaos in our home. I like to call it a beautiful chaos.
So maybe you're like us and sometimes things just don't work out perfectly and you want more peace in the home, but it's just not working out that way. What we've noticed is that when there's chaos in the home, it kind of stems from a couple things, but particularly one thing stands out in our mind, and that is when there's a lack of discipline in our life. Mm-hmm. Do you want to pick up from there?
I definitely notice. So I notice in myself, first and foremost, if I am not disciplined myself, I can't expect my children to be disciplined. And even like, for example, if I decide to sleep in a little bit later, then it kind of bumps everything back. Then I don't get, my prayer time done in time. And then that pushes, maybe my work time, because I work from home as well in the morning when my kids are sleeping. And then it pushes my workout time. And then the kids are coming down while I'm working out. And it's just, it just really creates kind of a ripple effect that then impacts the kids as they wake up, and everybody's kind of angry. And
because we have a rule in our family.
That's right.
If you haven't seen the previous video on that, you can check it out. But basically, Janelle has developed a rule that helps guide our family on what we're supposed to be doing when during the day, and when we deviate from that, it just doesn't go well.
Mm-hmm. And as we mentioned in the other video, we are a homeschooling family. So I feel in that regard, we have to create our own rhythm, because we don't have the rhythm of the school. The kids catch the bus at this time. They come home from school at this time. So we need to figure out, when is it snack time? When is it lunchtime? When is it, time to do math and time to do everything.
And not only do we have the rhythm of the school that influences our life, because we don't have that, but we're also both self-employed. Right. So then we don't have the rhythm of an employer saying you got to work at this time, this time, this time. So it was really necessary for us to bring that into our life.
For sure. So I've just really noticed that if I'm not disciplined with the routine and the schedule, following the rule, then how can I expect my kids to? And then I'm not ready for them. I'm not prepped in the morning for them. I don't have school ready, and then I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants and feeling stressed out.
Yeah, I think sometimes we like the idea of just doing whatever we want, whenever we want, going with the flow. But if you have that mentality in any area of life, even, let's say finances, it just leads to disaster. If you just spend your money anytime you want, you got no discipline, well, that leads to financial disaster. You need a plan. You need to stick to the plan. You need to have a goal. Mm-hmm. And if we look at how God works within creation, everything has order. Mm-hmm. The sun gets up at a certain time and sets at a certain time. The earth rotates always at a certain speed. The earth is tilted at a certain angle. The sun beams hit the earth at such a way that allows growth to happen. Like, if you look at the beauty and majesty of nature, everything is meticulously ordered to life. Mm-hmm. And unlike the natural creation, we have free will. The sun doesn't, the moon doesn't, the stars don't. And so God has pre-programmed that order within the nature, but within us, to the degree of our free will, we can choose to do whatever we want, whenever we want. And if our life isn't grounded in truth, and we're not acting according to that and not disciplined with that, well, we get chaos.
Yes, and I think it can work for a little while. But then you start drowning really quickly. And especially if you have a lot of little people who are needing you to lead them and guide them. Like, when we were single, it was a little bit different. And then when it was just us as a married couple, it was different. But now that we have 5 and, they need direction.
It seems that disorder is magnified with the more people you have dependent upon you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear our kids screaming upstairs. We have a babysitter right now, so we can serve you this way. Here's one example of how we deviate from the rule and have lack of discipline. It causes problems. Janelle.
Okay. So, for example, Ken is supposed to empty the dishwasher at a certain time, actually right in the morning at about 8 o'clock. And I've just noticed that there has been a few times where he hasn't done this. Mm-hmm. and how that has really impacted the rest of my morning. Because if the dishwasher isn't emptied, then I have nowhere to put all the dirty dishes from breakfast, and then from snack time, and then from prepping lunch. And then my kitchen is kind of a disaster, which leads me to feel like a disaster.
Wow. I guess.
So I need your help.
And I will empty that dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
So those are our thoughts on chaos within the home. We'd love to know your thoughts. Just put them down below in the comments, and we want to thank you for your time for watching. God bless you.